Right now, I'd like to bring up to the podium, representing Ray Rock Entertainment, Mr. Ray Santiago.
We'd like to thank everybody for coming out and being a part of this event for our first pro fight and what would be not only our graduation as a promotional company, but the graduation of our amateurs and of our pros, taking it to the next level. If any of you guys have been at any of our other fights here at Guild or the ones that we've thrown at OLE, then all of you know that November 16th, you better have a ticket and you better be ready for a show. How many of you guys can vouch for us and say that Undisputed Promotions has thrown some of the best amateur fights in Central Florida? Give me a round of applause. Well, I'm gonna bring the man that's been in charge of that, the man that gave me a call and said, Ray, let's sit down, let's put something together, let's see what we can bring to the city. I want to bring a platform that gives not only our amateurs, but something that we can build to take it to the pro level. We sat down numerous hours, went over flyers, ideas, logos, fonts, you name it. But for the last 2 years, thank God we've been able to put some of the best events in Central Florida for amateurs. And now we step up and we take it to the next level of bringing you not only amateurs, but pro fights. And not only the Guild nightclub or the Central Florida, but to the #1 university in the country, UCF, University of Central Florida. Let's give yourself a round of applause for that. So without no more wait, let's put our hands together and give it up for Anthony Arvello of Undisputed Promotions.
What's going on, everybody? You guys feeling good? Yeah. Well, the news was already out a few months ago that we were going to be bringing professional boxing. There were certain people that we spoke to personally and let them know the news. And now it's here. Professional boxing in Orlando, what we've been looking for a really long time. I know me, I fought my first amateur fight at 15 years old. It was here in Orlando. Todd Drespling from Gym Rat Boxing was my coach at the time. I was able to work with guys from Dynamic. I was able to work with guys from Eastside Boxing. I actually saw Pinklin Thomas training for his farewell fight as a professional. So I've been around a really long time, and as an amateur, at that time, it was something, it was a dream that I had. It was something I wanted to keep me motivated, to keep me pushing hard. And that's what came with this idea for the amateurs, is to be able to, in order to create a professional, not just a fighter, but to create a professional, you have to mold him from the beginning. You have to teach him how to be in front of cameras, how to be in front of people that are going to be asking him questions. Teach him how to act in a fight. If he gets hurt in a fight, just teaching them to be all around professionals. So I couldn't train these guys personally, but I was able to put together a platform, a professional platform, to get these guys ready for this big stage. We did our first Undisputed Promotions fight card in February of 2017. And from that point, we were able to bring all these great shows right here to Guild. I want to thank Guild Nightclub, who's been a major supporter for me for many, many years that I've been doing shows, and then rode out with me through the Undisputed journey. So I'm bringing you professional boxing, and the pro fighters are bringing you professional boxing, and the amateurs, what they've been doing for 2 years, are bringing you professional boxing on this platform. I want to thank all the coaches that have always believed in me to put their fighters on the card. I want to thank all the coaches for trusting in my matchmaking and what I've been doing for quite some time now. I want to thank the fighters for putting their time in, for being out there and promoting themselves along with what material we provide them with. Because creating champions has always been the #1 goal, and I'm sure is everyone's goal here. I want to thank all the supporters and sponsors in the past, even if they're not involved with this event. Everyone that's been a part of our journey, we thank you. On November 16th is a big night. Not just a big night for the fighters, not just a big night for the promotion and everyone involved, but it's a big night for Orlando. It's a big night for all the surrounding cities of Orlando to come out and enjoy an unbelievable night of boxing. Right now, I want to thank Damon Gonzalez from the NBA organization. We worked really hard on finding the right way we can push this fight, getting the right fighters for this fight, and we were able to put a world title fight on Undisputed Promotions' first professional fight card. So I want to thank the NBA organization for that. I want right now to introduce Orlando from the NBA organization that were able to make this happen. Pastrana, Robbie Burwell is for a world title, and we want to thank the NBA organization for that. It's my pleasure, guys. Orlando, round of applause.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Damon Gonzalez and myself with the National Box Association, we want to thank Undisputed Promotions for allowing us to put on a world title fight here in Orlando, Florida. Yes, it's going to be a great night in Orlando, Florida that night. It's going to be a great night for boxing, a great NBA world title fight. Unfortunately, Damon will be in Houston, Texas, because we have a light heavyweight world title fight that night. So I'll be representing the NBA that night. And like I said, it's going to be a great night for you guys. We're looking forward to it. I've seen Robbie, I've seen Danny, I've watched you both. Me and Damon sat down and talked about it. And then when they said, hey, Pastrana versus Burwell for the world title, we said, thumbs up. So I look forward to a great night with you guys. All the best. Keep it professional. You guys I've seen you guys before. You guys are both professionals. And I just wish you all the best of luck. God bless you both. And on November 16th, we are celebrating my 50th birthday party. So we're going to celebrate my 50th birthday party with a new world champion and everybody out here. So good luck to the amateurs. Good luck to all the pros. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, thank you guys. We're going to start off with the press conference. I've always told people every time I promote, I'm a promoter, not an instigator. So I don't want guys to go up there and do and say more than they need to. But definitely, I do promote confidence. And sometimes people will take confidence for arrogance. That's people that are intimidated. It's okay to speak in confidence and let them know what you're going to do in the fight. It's okay to speak in confidence and let them know that losing is not an option. That's okay to do that. So we're going to start off this press conference. I'm going to bring up Ray to the podium again. And we're going to start off with asking questions to these fighters and get their input. You guys, if you're going to be doing any live streaming, if you're going to be doing any videoing, please hashtag Undisputed Promotions. Let's make this a huge event, guys. I know we can do it. All right, thank you.
One, two. For our first bout, we'd like to bring up Hissam Sabit. Hysam Sabit.
So like you just said, my name is Hysam Sabit. I was raised and born in Providence, Rhode Island. Moved to Florida about 5 years ago, and I was playing football in college. And I didn't think that today I'll be here. So I just want to thank Undisputed Promotions, thank my family, and thank everybody, that supports me, because I really didn't think I'd make it this far. I've been through a lot of stuff, and I found boxing, and it really changed my life. It really did. I started 2.5 years ago. I got 20 fights, 4 losses, just split decision losses. I feel like amateur, you can't really take it too serious. Most people, they run out of time. They don't really lose. That's how I feel. And I'm ready to take this thing to the next level within the next 6 months to a year and just show the world what I can do. And my ultimate goal in boxing is just to inspire the world. Because at one point, I was so low, I had nothing. And I just wanted to give up. But I don't know, I started boxing. It changed my life. It really did. People don't know what I went through. People don't. And once I found boxing, man, that shit just changed my life for the better. And I'm going to give everything I can. People are going to see. I'm going to inspire the world. I'm going to show everybody that it's never too late to change. Because people go through stuff, but they don't understand. They don't understand that you could change. Just because you're going through something, it doesn't mean you have to be that person. I was a follower, you know, and I never actually took initiative on stuff that I should have, you know. And once I started doing that, once I started actually becoming a man and making the right decisions, my life changed. And once I took God into my life and I started believing in myself, that's it. My life changed, and this is it. When I go pro, people are gonna know me. And when I go pro, people are gonna know who I am, and they're gonna see what I'm really about. This amateur don't mean much, you know. I'm just here, I'm getting my experience. These guys been doing it 10, 15 years. I've been doing it 2.5 years, and I've been doing it, and I'm beating guys that have been doing it for 15 years. They probably plateaued, you know, and I'm getting better and stronger each and every single day. And I wake up each and every day to not only become better in boxing, but to become a better man. So that's what I'm here for, just to inspire the world. Into my title, as you guys know, it's gonna be crazy, it's gonna be wild, but I'm coming. I'm definitely coming. You're gonna see the best performance you ever seen from me, and I'm coming as hard as I can, the hardest I ever came before, you know. And I'm definitely gonna put on a show. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm not gonna guarantee a knockout. I'm not gonna guarantee anything. I'm gonna just say, come out November 16th, and you will see me put on my best performance you ever seen.
Let's give it up one more time for Hassan Sabet. And up next, we got Corey Marksman. Let's give it up for Corey Marksman.
What's going on, everybody? Big difference when you sit down and you stand up. It's like, like you said, my name is Corey Marksman. I've been boxing for about like 10 years now. Started when I was about 8. About 19 now. I'm still young. Training's going good and everything. My body's pretty nice. But November 16th, I'm coming hard, coming strong, coming fast, coming to get a belt under my name again. Thank everybody coming out, everybody at home supporting me. If you ain't got your tickets, get them now, because it's going to be a great show, everybody.
Thank you guys. That is a title fight. Both these guys have a lot of energy when they fight. Both these guys, Hysam's a strong southpaw that I actually signed him up to the gym the first time he walked into Kissimmee Boxing Gym. And he was a fast learner, very dedicated, and a very, very hard worker. So we appreciate you, and it's an honor to have you on the card. Also, him being our champion, our Undisputed Fight Night champion. Corey has been a champion before under the Undisputed banner. So we thank him for being on this card. We know that both these guys are going to bring an incredible fight. It's an action-packed opener for the professional fight card. So we appreciate these guys. Everybody, round of applause for Hassan Sabet and Corey Marksman. One thing's for sure is one thing we don't want is to ever show up and not have an opponent to a fight. And that's something that we work hard weeks before the fight to get the right fighters, the ones that we can trust in, the ones that make their commitment and stick to them. This is an opportunity, this next fight, that John Martin has fought for us before. He's been in wars with Danny Suarez, the Undisputed Fight Night champion. He's been in wars with other great fighters. Now he steps into the ring and he's going up against another hungry guy who's actually going to the Olympic qualifiers, the last chance, Kevin Nunes. That's going to be an amazing fight, so we thank John for taking that fight, taking this opportunity on this major platform. I want to introduce John Martin.
All right, nice to see everybody. John Martin, thanks for coming out and supporting. Good to see all this talent in here. A lot of talent in this building right now. Sorry, I'm having a head funk here. But no, I just want to thank Anthony for giving me the call, giving me the opportunity to step up with Undisputed Promotions, and I'm ready to put on the show the 16th. I'm not the best at talking, but when it comes to getting in the ring, I always put it on the line with whoever it is. Doesn't matter their experience, how many years they've been fighting, how many fights they have. You know, I just want to keep growing my brand, you know. And I think everybody seems to enjoy the way that I fight. And that's kind of it, you know. And just ready to bring it. And hopefully next time you see me, I'll be on the pro side for Anthony's card. But other than that, questions?
Thank you. Also, I'm very excited to announce our 152-pound Undisputed Fight Night champion, Giovanni Estella. You know, he's performed very well in all his fights that he's done outside of the Undisputed Promotions Fight Night. But every time he comes out on our show, he leaves it all in the ring. He's got a great team behind him. He's actually going to be competing against an opponent from Puerto Rico. Well, his opponent couldn't be here today, but this is a very tough fight for Jova. It's a very tough fight for his opponent, but they know the magnitude of this fight, and I'm sure we can expect nothing but fireworks from these two, as everyone wants to walk out with a victory on November 16th. So without further ado, I want to bring up Jova.
How you guys doing? I'm Giovanni Estella, as you said. I've been fighting amateur for about 9-10 years already. I started at the age of 9. I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm ready. Me and my gym, we come from Orlando and fight boxing. Been training hard for this fight. We know it's gonna be a tough fight. We're here to bring it out for the crowd, and that's about it. I'll show you guys fight day. Come through. Give me fireworks.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your main event of the amateur portion of Homecoming at the venue at UCF on November 16th. This will be your main. It will be for the Undisputed Fight Night Championship. The champion, Danny Suarez. He will defend that title against Dominic Valle. All right, Dominic Valle, come on up. Got some questions for you here, my friend. We're going to hear first from the challenger on November 16th, Dominic Valle.
I just want to thank everybody for being here, and I just want to let everybody know that I've been boxing for 6 years, and I can honestly say I don't think I've ever missed a day of training. This is my life. This is all I've ever worked for. This is all I care about. And November 16th is, I'm just gonna do what I always do. I'm formerly #1 in the nation twice, and my goal is to go to the 2020 Olympics this year, or next year. So I'm still working for that, and it's gonna be a good experience, a good fun experience. I like how this is like a pro show, and this is really what I look forward to. I'm gonna keep working like I always do, and November 16th I'm gonna do what I always do. That's win.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, your Undisputed Fight Night champion, defending his title in the main event of the amateur portion of the Homecoming on November 16th. Please welcome Danny Suarez.
Thank you for everybody to come here. I know you guys took out time Thank you for everybody coming over here. Thank you for being part of this, supporting on this. I can never say the word right while I'm right in front of everybody. It's I'm honestly grateful for Anthony for doing these type of shows. It's preparing for us to turn pro. I'm grateful for him for doing this. He taught me a lot on these lights. Under these lights is hard for being a pro. I've been boxing since I was 8 years old. I'm 20 right now. Currently 12 years, been long. Been undisputed since he first started. I never lost in his show. On November 16th, I'm not planning to lose. I am planning to take this W. I am ready for this fight. For this. You know, July 13th, I was supposed to fight him, but situation happened. I'm glad Anthony offered this fight again. I said, let's bring it. Let's do it. Let's finish this fight. I know it's gonna be a great night for November 16th. Everybody just come in, support, because this fight is gonna be one of the greatest fights. You can't miss it. That's it.
One of the things that Anthony wanted to bring up when we started these promotions a few years ago was actually bringing something to the youth of Central Florida. And with what Sabat just spoke about earlier, he found something that gave him a reason to change, a reason to look forward in life, a reason to stay on the right track. And what we've been trying to do in Central Florida, not only with boxing but with baseball, is get the kids off the streets, give them an opportunity to have a future, give them something that they can be proud of themselves and that they can look in the mirror every day and see somebody that's going to be successful, and not like so many of our youth right now in Central Florida that unfortunately is going in the wrong direction. So I just want to thank Anthony and the platform that he's given these youth to be able to be amateurs, to be able to fight, to be able to give it their best, to be able to work hard, put that work in the gym, dedicate themselves, sacrifice, and really see what that inner man is about. Because when that inner man gets tested, there's nobody else in the ring that you can look to but yourself. So with boxing, it's the only sport. It's not a sport. It's not a game. It's something that you go in there, it's a war. And the best man comes out. And it may not be the best man. It just may be the person that outworked that night. So for you pros, for you amateurs that are about to turn pro and that are putting that work in, there's a long road ahead. It's a long road ahead, and a lot of it comes with this part right here. Being in front of these bikes, being in front of these cameras, being in front of all these eyes, it's intimidating. But as the road goes, the crowds get bigger, and it's more of adjustment period and more that you got to be up here and do what you got to do to be in front of the fans and in front of the media. So with that said, we want to ask Marksman, what do you think is the advantage that you have coming November 16th in this fight?
I think my advantage is my speed and my accuracy, to be honest with you. I know I fought Hyson a couple times before, and he's fast and he's strong, but he's not as fast as me. He's not as accurate as I am, so I figured that would be a great advantage for me. And my footwork as well. I know how to get around the ring, and I know how not to get hit,
With that said, what type of work have you put into the gym to prepare yourself for November 16th?
To match his power, I've been doing a lot of strength training so far. We still got about 3 weeks, so I'm going to pick up the cardio a lot more because he's coming conditioned, so I need to come, if not more conditioned than him, to be able to put up a great fight for this guy,
Okay, great. And now again, we go back to the champ, and we ask the champ, what do you think is your advantage point in this fight, November 16th?
Honestly, I believe my advantage is my heart and my will to win. It doesn't matter how much experience, speed, power you have. When I'm in that ring, and I'm fighting. I sit down in the corner, I come back out, and I'm ready to win. Each and every round, I just pick it up. I just never get tired out mentally, physically, and it's the will to win. That's my advantage, in my heart. I don't think anybody could teach that. I have dedication and just hard work, and all that hard work I put into the ring, I'm gonna put that. Well, I put into my training, I'm gonna put it in the ring. So I feel like just my heart. Nobody's gonna beat me because my heart. You can't teach heart.
Speaking about the work, what type of work did you put in this training camp to give you that edge coming November 16th?
Just mental, just running, staying sharp, hitting the bag, but just staying sharp while I'm training. You could train and go in the gym, get a little sweat in, but if you ain't staying sharp, if you ain't, focused on what you're doing, you're not gonna improve, So I just been trying to stay sharp mentally and just stay hungry and just work hard. Like every day in the gym is a fight to me. So I go in the gym and I gotta win that fight every single day in the gym.
Well, you heard it from the champ himself. Let's give it up to our fighters. Give them a round of applause. I'm sure it's going to be a title fight to look forward to. Next up, I'm going to go with Giovanni Stella. Giovanni, what do you think is your advantage point coming November 16th at UCF Arena?
I would say my advantage is my training, the grinding that we do at the gym every week. I wake up every morning at 4:30 in the morning with my father. He's sitting in the crowd. I wake up with him every morning, do 4 miles. That's Monday through Saturday. We train very hard and we prepare ourselves for everything. We do a lot of sparring. I want to thank Robbie that's in the crowd too. He's fighting on the pro side of the card. That's one of my main sparring partners that I move with. A lot of these people that are here, even Tyson is one of my main sparring partners here, and I want to thank everybody. But I would say my advantage would be my height, my length, and my strength. I feel pretty confident about my experience.
So for anybody that may not have seen you fight yet, come November 16th, what should they expect from you?
They should expect an all-out war. They should expect the cardio like they've never seen before. Punches for 3 rounds straight. Very well boxing technique. A lot of boxing fundamentals. And it's gonna be good. Y'all gotta come out. So show up and show out. Sounds good.
We'd like to start off with the contender Dominic Valle. In the last fight, everyone was ready, and short notice the fight fell out due to the accident. Did that affect you in any way? Mentally and preparation, being prepared for a fight and then having it canceled, having to set it up for another date. Did that affect you in any way mentally? Did it?
Nah, nothing. That didn't affect me at all. I train always. I never stop training. I'm ready. I'm always ready for any fight, anytime. It doesn't matter what happens, last minute. I still train. I trained that day that I was supposed to fight.
Danny's a very crafty fighter with speed and ring smarts. Do you feel that this could be an advantage for him in this fight?
Yeah, it definitely could be an advantage. He's an experienced fighter. He knows how to win. Obviously, he's been winning this show for a long time. And for me, it's going to be a good challenge. So I like that.
You've been on big stages nationally. Is this fight different from any other for you?
Yeah, because like the build up to the fight is a lot different before, like with the tournaments and stuff. I go in there and fight whoever, so it's different fighting a opponent that who you know who he is.
Do you feel that your power and size will be an advantage point for you November 16th?
Yeah, but I got more than just power and size. I got a lot of ring IQ. I got really good timing, and I work for everything I got.
How important would you consider this victory for you?
It'd be very important for to show who's like the top fighters in Florida, and that's what I like to do. So that's what we're here to do.
So the question we all want to know, tell us, how do you expect to win this fight? By decision, knockout, or unanimous decision?
All I can say is I expect to win the fight. That's all I can say. That's all I really can say.
Do you think that Danny will be your toughest contender yet?
Yeah, I faced a lot of good fighters, but he's definitely up there. He's working for it, so I know he's training differently than my other opponents. He's training specifically for me.
Let's give it up one more time for Valle. Now here we go with our undisputed champ, Danny Suarez. Danny, how is this camp different from the first camp when you were preparing for Dominic Valle?
We didn't change as much, but we added more stuff, more sparring partners, and everything what we're doing is just preparing. Since the accident is more strength conditioning because the incident what happened. But we changed a lot. We're doing things that differently, eating, sleeping, conditioning wise as well.
Why do you think the public feels this will be your toughest fight in your amateur career?
Honestly, because he has a name. He's national 2 times. I think 2 years in a row, #1. I give him props. I respect that. Then that's why everybody's saying he's such a great opponent for me. But every fighter is a great opponent to each other because boxing, you never know. One punch can end the night, and every fighter is a big threat, even though you think they're not, but they are the biggest threat.
Dominic Valle has power and experience on a national level. What are you doing differently in your training camp to prepare for this style of fighter?
It's not differently. We train the same way we train with everybody who we're facing. We just tweak a little bit things what we have to do, but everybody we train the same, hard, dedication, don't miss a day, and we continue grinding, and that's it.
Let us know, how do you see this fight ending? Are you okay with a decision, or do you feel that you need a knockout?
Honestly, I'm not looking for nothing. I'm looking for the victory, and that's it.
In your last fight, you suffered an injury from a car accident. Tell us how and in what way this affected you for this fight.
It affected me a little bit, but differently, everything changed. The way we had to train it changed, but we still the same. We still do more things than anything. I'm strong. I've got stronger now, and everything happens for a reason.
Well, one of the questions a lot of people have here in Central Florida, no matter the outcome of this fight, do you still plan on turning pro?
Me and my team, we are talking about it currently. It's a team thing. I will say right now, yes, we are going to turn pro. As of right now, then after the fight, we will announce the official answer for it. But as of right now, it's a yes. But we just focus on into this fight right now. Then when the time comes, we will let everybody know.
With the platform that Undisputed Promotions is putting together for November 16th at the UCF Arena, what will a victory of this magnitude mean for you and your team?
It's a long time coming. We were supposed to fight, like I said, July 13th. It's going to be a great victory. It's not like other victories. It was great. This one was good. It will be a great victory. We win. It's such a great experience, great fighter. We just gotta come and show up and do what we gotta do.
Do you have anything that you would like to say to Valla's camp, his fans, your camp, and your fight fans?
Come out, support us. You know, we're only amateurs. We need all the support we can get, and this is a great fight. No matter what happens in the fight, me and him would be friends no matter what at the end of the day. So right now we're enemies because we're fighting, but I bet you after the fight we could be talking.
Well, you heard from our champ himself, Danny Suarez. Give him a round of applause. And let's give a round of applause for the rest of our amateurs on this draft night. Do we have any questions from the media or from any of the fans in the building?
All right, for everybody taking pictures, the fighters are gonna line up here, right here, guys. They're gonna line up here. They're gonna take some pictures, and then we're gonna spread them off and do face-offs. All right? Let's get all three. All three. Dominic. Yep, right there. Danny. Yep, there we go. All right, guys, snap your pictures.
You know I had to do it for you. Yeah. Suits and ties yelling out.
Draft day, November 16th. Make some noise, guys.
Danny
Suarez for the Undisputed Units. Fight night title. Make some noise.
Already talking crazy, I was out of town. You know you love to pop all that shit when I'm not around.
It's gonna be a good one, y'all. It's gonna be a good one.
That'll make me snap, jot it down. Going to work and lay a body down. Know some Somalis that say
All right, another title fight. Let's hear it. Corey Markston, Tyson Sublet. There's a lot to prove in this fight, y'all. There's a lot to prove. November 16th. Make sure you get your tickets. Ticketmaster.com.
Shout out to Beto. I think I'm on my 8 though. Just watch me paint flow. We all do it for the art, so I can never hate no.
All right, all right.
More dams than a lawyer with a heavy case.
Fix the camera, guys. Fix the camera, guys. That was an intense stare down.
Fuck happened to song, so where did they go? Too worried about bitches and fashion, they go missing in action. And then you never notice they missing.
This is co-main event of the night. Tyson Sublet, Corey Markston. Thank you, guys.
Girl, you know I had to do it for you.
Two featured fighters on the card. Two featured fighters on the card here with John Martin and Giovanni Estella.
Fuck niggas for stupid and get your eyes off.
Danny Pastrana, Ronnie the Beast Burwell, Michael Pierre, and Robert P. Titan Brothers. Everybody make some noise for the pros!
One more time, let's give it up one more time for our pros of the night. Now we need to get louder than that. We need to get louder than that. If you came to see some fight, you say hell yeah! All right, we got some fight fans in the building. We want to start off first with Robert Brothers. Robert Brothers, please make your way to the pulpit.
How y'all doing today? Appreciate y'all coming out here. First and foremost, I want to thank God, for giving me this opportunity. I want to thank Anthony, just for giving me a chance. Anthony believing in me, so I want to say thank you. a lot of people don't know my story. I don't want to make it long. You know, I did almost 11 years of my life in prison. You know, I know it may come as a shock to some people. You know, if you follow me on Facebook, you know, a lot of people don't see that side of me, but I do what I do because, you know, I love to fight. I grew up fighting, you know, just fighting in the streets and stuff because it was fun to me. And I was always in love with boxing. You know, I didn't know how to go about, you know, getting involved with it or whatever. You know, grew up without a dad. He was in prison. You know, just growing up a rough life. 5 siblings, single mother, and I just needed a positive release. And it was always a fight. That was my positive release. You know, just the opportunities that's been presented to me, you know, after prison, just I don't know. I want to give. I'm doing what I'm doing because I want to inspire kids, you know, younger than me. I want to inspire them, you know, that no matter where you've been, what you've done, that it ain't over. It ain't over, you know. Just and I try to inspire, you know, the parents, you know, push them. Sometimes they just want that support, you know. Growing up, really didn't have the support, so you know, I just felt like I felt fresh. And like I say, I ain't gonna make it long. I just wanna, you know, thank everybody. I just thank Anthony, you know, thank everybody for coming out. Just thank everybody that's been following what Anthony's been doing because he's doing a good thing. Pretty much that's it.
Let's give it up one more time for Robert Brothers. Now let's get it from his opponent, Luis Melina.
How you doing, guys? Everything good? ¿Cómo están, mi gente? Saludos a todos los boricuas y hispanos que están aquí. Mi nombre es Luis Molina, el tanque. Y antes que todo, ¿verdad? First of all, before anything, you know, I want to thank Undisputed Promotions for the opportunity to let me fight in the cards. It's gonna be amazing fights. I mean, it's gonna be crazy. You're gonna be watching fighters for amateur fights. You see the fighters, everybody's great fighters. And the pro fight is gonna be great too. And second, I wanna thank all my friends and family that are here, and my coaches, and all my teamwork. And then to you guys to come here and support everybody to get better, you know. We coming here to bring you guys the best of us, the best performance for everybody. And I'm agree with him in one thing, that we coming here, I'm pretty sure everybody come here for the same thing because everybody try to get the young people, the kids from the street. So that's my main goal here in the pro boxing. Ahora en español, mi gente, quiero dar un saludito a mi mamá, a mi familia, a todas mis amistades, darle las gracias a Undisputed Promotions por la oportunidad de estar en la cartelera, que va a ser amazing, va a ser brutal. Y nada, los dejo aquí, ya te saben. Team Tanque en la casa, nos vamos a quedar el 16 de noviembre.
Next up, we like to call up Julian Valero. Let's give it up for Julian Valero.
Hello, everybody. I'd like to thank everybody that's here. It's gonna be a good fight. You know, I've been working hard. I mean, training, work, everything. You know, I fell off for a little while, but I'm starting to find my stability. So it's gonna be a good show. I'd like to thank Anthony for giving me the opportunity to fight again. You know, it's been a while since I fought, since my last fight, a couple years, but now I'm trying to get back and stay consistent. So, yeah. Thank you.
And I will call him one of Central Florida's finest that has a record of 2-0, right? 2-0? 3-0. 3-0. And the last two have been by knockout. Let's give it up for Mike Pierre.
Yo, what's happening? Thank God.
Hello? Y'all hear me? First, I want to thank God for that. It's always been possible, so thank Him all the time. Well, how y'all doing? Everybody straight? Okay, good. But November 16th gonna be a great fight, man. I'm going against a game opponent. He's been fighting for a long time, for what I heard. You know, I just jumped out here. I've been fighting about 2 years, but you know, I'm kind of swift, so I can do a little something. So I want everybody to come out and enjoy yourself. It's gonna be a great night from the amateurs to the pros, man. Then we got Robbie fighting for the world title. That's big. One day I get to fight for that one day. So God is good. God is great. You hear me? All right, see y'all then.
I want to give you guys a little bit more background with Robert Brothers and Melina. Melina, I met him just recently. We tried to get him out for an amateur event because we seen him in the gym. We're like, man, this guy's gonna be good. And then come to find out he's 1-0 as a professional. So, Robert Brothers, this is a dream for him. We've had plenty of conversations. I've had conversations with his coach. And this has been an opportunity that he's been dreaming about for a while now. He stepped into the ring with game opponents. He's performed here twice. Performed here twice. Tough fights. He's been the Undisputed Fight Night champion, and I'm glad to have him on the card with his team. I think these two heavyweight fighters are going to bring an action-packed fight. Give you a little more history between Julian Valero and Michael Pierre. This is a very, very interesting fight. For the simple fact, Julian fought here as an amateur for Undisputed, before it was Undisputed. This is when I was throwing shows every now and again, working with Guilt. Julian ended up fighting here and he was very successful. He went on to fight some game opponents as a professional, never backed down from anybody, took every tough fight that came his way, whether it took for him to travel on a short notice or whatever the case may be. Julian Valero never backed down from anybody. When this fight was presented to him from Michael Pierre, we knew this was just another tough fight that he'd be interested in. Michael Pierre has fought for us as an amateur. We brought Mike P in the building. He came here, he had this place packed, and everybody loved to watch him. He performed well. He's a well-rounded fighter. I gotta say that this fight, don't go to the concession. If you gotta use the bathroom, hold it, because I'm gonna tell you right now, they're going 4 rounds, but I know that this fight is gonna be very, very interesting to see both of these guys perform. He's a very tough fighter. He's got power in both hands, Julian Valero. And then we have the same type of fighter from Michael Pierre, who's very athletic and doesn't back down. So we can expect to see an amazing, amazing fight. Thank you, guys.
And now for the main event of the night, correct? The main event of the night, what this belt is right up here for, a world title for the NABA. We like to call out first, Danny Pastrana.
First of all, I want to thank everybody for coming. Thank Undisputed Promotions for putting this together. I'm not good with words, but I'm going to do my best. I'm from Lowell, Massachusetts. I was born there. I'm Puerto Rican. I've been in Orlando for more than 15 years. It's going to be exciting fighting in my hometown. I live in Kissimmee right now. I'm working really hard for this fight. This is the best thing that's ever happened to me. Best opportunity ever. My kids are my motivation, my family are my motivation right now. I could guarantee a new me on November 16. I will be victorious. I will be the one to claim that belt on November 16. I just saying, everything I do is a sacrifice. I invested a lot of time on this. I worked hard, away from home, away from my family. I've done through a lot of ups and downs through my career. This day on November 16th is my debut. I've gotten my experience on the pro. I really didn't have an amateur background, but November 16th, it is my debut, and I will show everyone the new and improved Daniel Bell Patrana. Thank you.
Let's give it up for Mr. Pastrana. And now we call up the Beast, Robert Burrell.
How y'all doing? Thanks for coming out. I want to say, first things first, thank you to Anthony and Undisputed Promotions for bringing boxing back to Orlando. Come on, man. Thank you, man. I know you're working hard. I want to thank the guys at NBA for putting this title up for me and Danny. I mean, this is something you dream about as a kid. This is a world title, guys. A world title shot. For me and Danny, man, I couldn't be more excited. And for it to happen in my hometown, I grew up 10 minutes away from UCF. You know what I mean? I used to be at every home or tailgate at least. And man, I'm excited to be fighting there in front of everybody. I know Danny's coming. I'm coming. I'm having the best camp I've had in my entire career. It's gonna be a war. You know what I mean? And I'm happy to. I'm going to be happy to win that belt in front of all my family and friends in my hometown. I'll see you guys on November 16th.
One, two. We'll start off with Luis Molina. Perdón, Luis Molina. ¿En español o en inglés, Molina? Cualquiera de los dos.
Zumba la improvisamos.
Improvisamos. Molina, this camp, what do you think has been your advantage point, and what do you think you're going to bring to the table come November 16th?
I'm going to bring my best performance. I've been training hard, you know, but I think my advantage is going to be my footwork and my agility.
In this camp, what do you think has been your major key into getting prepared for this fight? What's been your major outlook of what you want to focus on come November 16th?
I want to get focused on my movement, on my footwork. I think that's the main key to win that fight, you know.
Para toda la gente que están aquí, Molina, ¿qué tú nos dices que va a pasar noviembre 16 en la pelea contra Robert Brothers?
Pues en esta pelea esta va a ser una pelea fuerte para ambos, en realidad. Yo no lo conozco, no lo he visto pelear, ¿me entiendes? Pero yo creo que va a ser una pelea fuerte para ambos. Es una persona, se ve es grande, fuerte, y yo espero que así mismo esté ready y preparado para aguantar. Porque aquí no se trata de dudar, se trata de cuando te den, tú tengas el acrí y el corazón para salir adelante, ¿me entiendes? Y eso nosotros los boricuas lo tenemos de más.
Yes, sir. You heard it from the man himself. Luis Molina, let's give it up for him one more time. Mr. Brothers, you already heard Luis Molina saying his preparation for this fight on November 16th. Tell me, what has been your strategic point and what has been your main focus in this camp?
My main focus in this camp is I've been pushing my cardio, you know, because it's bad to get tired enough. It's horrible. You get tired enough, you can't even throw punches. So I don't want to get tired. So I've been pushing. Hey, you get tired, it's dead.
For everybody here that may not know you, may not see you fight in the past, what should they expect from you come November 16th?
I don't really like to give no expectations, but I like winning, but I want to knock somebody out. I'm just being honest. It's quick.
Is that the prediction?
I ain't giving no predictions. I just say I like to knock. I want to knock somebody out.
That's the goal point. That's the goal point. Lita said you're gonna have to work hard for that knockout.
I say you gotta go work. You gotta work hard for that. You already talking crap, you know.
I mean, hey.
You gotta do what you say because you're already saying for all the public. You better keep your word.
Hey,
get ready because I'm going to you.
Hey, I say less. I don't even like to talk. November 16th around the corner, man.
There you go.
Welcome to the pros. Welcome to the pros.
Let's give it up for that first one between Brothers and Molina. Let's give it up for them one more time. Our next question, we're going to go with Julian Valero. Julian, how did you see this camp so far? How do you see yourself prepared going in to November 16th?
Well, I've been doing a lot of different things. You know, working a lot of movement, boxing more, stop staying in front of your opponent. Just doing a whole lot of everything. You know, running hill sprints, just doing everything different. You know.
What do you see being your advantage point going into November 16th against Mike P?
I'm taller. I got more reach, and I know how to use it. I know how to box. You know, I know how to move, and I definitely know how to punch.
He said he definitely knows how to punch. So come November 16th, what should we expect from Julian Valero and the outcome?
Well, I'm not really here to talk shit. I'm just here to fight, you know. So that's just expect me to fight. That's it.
He said he's coming ready to fight. Let's give it up one more time for Mr. Valero. Mr. P. We've been seeing all the videos on Instagram, Facebook, all the camp that's been going on.
My shit be jumping.
With you and Joey. Tell us, what has camp been like so far?
Camp been good, man. I've been going to church. I've been running, going to church, running, and just boxing and going to church.
Come on, man.
That's what I've been doing.
What do you see as your strategic point coming into the fight November 16th? What do you, for all the people that haven't been to a Mike P fight in the past, what should they be ready to see come November 16th?
Action. I'm a, what you call that? I'm a performer. There we go. Like Michael Jackson.
You're an entertainer?
Yeah, I'm an entertainer. There we go. I'm entertained. You know, I'm gonna come out victorious and entertained. You know, that's it. That's all I can do.
So for everybody that's in attendance, let us know what will be the outcome come November 16th for Mike P.
I'm gonna get the dub. I know that much. But far as I don't know. That's crazy. Yeah, it's in God's hand. I'm gonna get the dub though. I'm putting God's hand. That's all.
Let's give it up one more time for Mr. Julian Valero and Mr. Mike P. And now we go into our main event of the evening, fighting for a world title. Mr. Pastrana, tell me, how do you see yourself ready coming in November 16th against Robert Burrell?
I'm ready. Let's just say I'm ready for the fight. I'm excited. I'm gonna take that round. That's what I gotta say.
I see you talking about the sacrifice and the dedication that it's taken to get to this point. Fighting for a world title on November 16th. What does that mean? How has it pushed you to put all that sacrifice and dedication into this fight?
I have lost a lot of games through my experience. I have lost many things. I have nothing else to lose. Nothing to get in my way. There's nothing at all, and that is my motivation. I have lost everything, and I have much to gain right now.
So come November 16th, what will be the outcome? of the Pastrana and Burrell fight?
Everybody's gonna have a new Puerto Rican champion out there, and excitement. I'm gonna be excited. Everyone's gonna be excited. I'm gonna put up a great show. Robbie's gonna put a great show. We're gonna bang. We're gonna bang.
Let's give it up one more time for Mr. Pastrana. Robbie, coming home to UCF. I heard you were an alum of UCF, correct?
Yeah.
Coming home to UCF, fighting in front of the fans, fighting in front of the hometown for a world title. How does that feel, my man?
Man, there's nothing bigger. That's I'm super excited. The fact that it's for a title against a very game opponent in Pastrana. I mean, I'm elated. The camp's been great. I'm excited to be in there in front of all the hometown fans, all the students, everybody, and we're gonna put on a show. It's gonna be a war. I know he's not gonna take a backward step, and neither am I.
We've been seeing, again, like Mike P, we've been seeing the videos on Instagram, the training camp. What has been your main point of attack going into this training camp?
I mean, we just had such an early start. I mean, I feel like I've been working for 4 months already for this fight. We've just been working all summer. We came into the fall, been working even harder. Certain things, as far as just footwork, precision, placing punches. Did a lot of strength and conditioning to start out. I feel stronger than I've ever felt. Literally the best camp I've ever had, so I'm super excited to put it out there on November 16th and show everybody.
On November 16th, let everybody in the building know how important is it going to be for you to walk out with that belt in front of the hometown?
I mean, this is everything. Nobody can stop me from getting this belt. I'd run through fire to get this belt. I've done everything right. We're working hard, putting in all the work, and I'm coming to get it.
Well, you heard it from our fighters. Let's give them a round of applause. Let's make some noise. November 16th, the homecoming. Pro boxing coming to UCF Arena, brought to you by Undisputed Promotions. Let's get one more word from the promoter of the night, my man Anthony Arvello.
If anybody got any questions for these guys on the pro card, you feel free to ask it. It's pretty quiet. You got a question?
I hear a lot of you guys say that you're doing this for the kids, for the community, and things like that. So what things are you actually doing instead of just saying this is what I'm doing it for? Instead of just what I'm doing it for, what programs or what things are you actually implementing into your style of training or into your outreach into the community that is actually going to make an impact on this youth that we're losing our young ones by the thousands daily. So what are you actually doing?
I go first. All right. Well, what I'm doing, instead of having my media day at my gym and having, you know what I'm saying, I'm not from Kissimmee. I'm from Winter Florida. So instead of having my media day at my gym, I'm gonna bring my media day to my projects, because when I was growing up, I ain't know nothing about boxing. Either play ball. If you don't make any ball, you go sell dope. So I wish I knew that when I couldn't play ball no more, because I went straight to the street. If I knew about boxing after football, my life would have been started a long time ago. So I'm gonna take my media day to the projects and have free food, drink, whatever. Y'all come through. It's free. It's on me. Everybody pull up. Everybody welcome. Ain't gonna be no violence. Police gonna be out there, so be straight. So everybody come through and enjoy yourself.
Well, Willie, my coach, we run a community-based program. We free of charge. We don't even charge. The only thing that we ask as a boxing gym is that whenever these events come around, that the kids or whoever is participating in the boxing program, we just ask for a little time. Put time back into the community. But I take time out personally, and for the kids that's really dedicated, that want to do it, I take my personal time. I say, hey, let's do it. Let's go about doing it this way. Let's do it this way. Even with school stuff, I had a kid pull me to the side the other day. He said, I got in trouble in school. I said, explain to me what happened. And he explained it, and I was like, sometimes you don't got control over, the small, minute things. I said, you just gotta learn from your mistakes, and a lot of kids come up to me, from the gym, and they just, always asking me questions, and I don't get aggravated with it. It's fun to me, because I was once them. And so that's what I'm doing. We really like reaching out, pulling these kids off the street.
Let's get a round of applause for these guys. Right? So to talk about the world title fight with Danny Pastrana and Robbie Burwell, you know, Robbie had a tough fight back in April. He fought the undefeated Conor Coyle. That was a very, very breaking point for Robbie. That was the opening door for him for people to realize what he can bring to the table. And he definitely showed out that night. Took it to Pastrana. I seen firsthand, Roy Jones said it himself. He was scared. He was worried about how that fight was going to turn out. If Robbie had 2 more rounds, that would have been Robbie's fight. But he knows going into someone else's home turf, he knows what sacrifices and what could possibly happen in those fights. But he may not have won on the decision, but he won the fans. He won the people. He won everybody that's going to be coming out to watch him at UCF on November 16th fight for his first title fight. To talk about Danny Pastrana. Well, Danny, I remember when you turned amateur. I remember Freddie Casiano. How long ago was that? Long, long time ago. And so seeing these guys develop, seeing these guys go from amateur to professional, sometimes they may have been misdirected, but that's not going to happen no more here in Orlando. If you're a professional fighter here in Orlando, Undisputed Promotions is going to make that commitment and the sacrifice to take you where we need to go and put you in a position to take you where you deserve to be. Where you deserve to be. There's a lot of stuff that we can sit here and talk about all day about other promotional shows, but we're not going to talk. We're going to do work, and we're going to show it on November 16th. So I thank all you guys being out here. I thank all the fans and everybody that came out. We still have another segment with the other fighters that are going to be on the card. These are our headliners. So we wanted to give them the light, give them some time. If anybody got any more questions, we will be happy to answer them.
I wanted to ask with your strenuous training, what do you guys do for recovery methods? Is there just, ice baths? Is there some sort of balm you use? What are some different recovery methods you use? Because you, yourself, the Beast, have been in such a long training for this as well, and I'm sure everyone else is.
That's a good question. Actually, I do cryotherapy because I'm too much of a girl to do an ice bath. It's too cold, so I do cryo. It's a little bit better, but it helps. It's real good for the body. I do yoga, actually, because I feel like 100 years old sometimes, get me loose. Just, the stretching, your diet is so important. Protein, cryo, just taking care of yourself, vitamins, supplements.
Awesome. Anybody else, maybe?
Besides like recovery, right?
Yes, sir.
I'll take an ice bath and hot tub every now and then. And I swim sometime too. And that's it.
I pretty much just protein. I take supplements, to put back in my body when I lost BCAA. Just stuff that I need to help me recover.
Awesome, thank you.
A lot of protein and salt water. Take back with salt water. I am scared of ice too. That thing hurts. Ice hurts. It's not even cold. It hurts. So I'll go to the springs. I go to the springs all the time. The springs, the water temperature there is great.
Mine is like sleep. I like to sleep when I can. I barely sleep like 6 hours a day because I work 12-hour shifts. So it's crazy. But sleeping, massages, I like to get my massages done professionally. So that's really it.
Alright, this is quick. First of all, I'm broke. So I don't have money to buy a lot of ice. That's too something. With too something I buy Epsom salt and alcohol, So that's it.
All right, anybody else got any more questions?
Where y'all all started at when y'all first started y'all amateur career, your
where y'all are right now with Undisputed Promotions. Started with Mike Pierre.
You said where I started off at?
Yeah, did you ever think that you would be in this position you are right now?
Nah, I just walked into a gym and like, hey, I'm gonna try to fight. And that was it. I've been fighting for about 2 years. I've been fighting for 2 years. And I'm doing alright. Yeah.
I actually started in MMA. Started doing MMA first. I knew how to box first, but I fought MMA first. I've been with the Taylor for 4 years now. We focused on boxing for like the last about year and a half. So I got away from doing MMA.
Well, I turned amateur at 8. I had like 90 amateur fights. So I've been doing it a while, 29 now. I never thought I'd be fighting for a NBA world title though. I mean, it's still kind of a dream, so, you know.
I started boxing when I was like, well, not really started. I just did boxing training here and there when I was 14, 15 years old. I used to box at a bar. This used to be a bar, Monday Roxy's, and Marshall's used to be. I used to have a fake ID and go and fight at Marshall every Wednesday night. And Christy Martin came and pulled me out of there with Juan Perez sitting back there. I hadn't seen him since I was like 16 years old. And I started training there, and I started using the discipline there to stay out of trouble, because I was in trouble, single mom. I had 2 brothers to take care of. I didn't have parent support, so I just made it to the gym whenever I could. I rode my bike, I couched a bus. It was hard. Then I did my first amateur fight in this room. In this room, I did my first amateur fight, and it was great. It was exhausting. You know, it felt like 1 minute felt forever. You know, when you do 3 rounds in a regular ring, it's crazy. You know, you could just do 3 minutes like nothing, but when you're in your actual ring, 1 minute takes forever. But I did amateur here and there. I did only 4 amateur fights, and I fell into the wrong hands, and I went pro after. But it's all in the past, all experience. You know, I just didn't have, somebody to guide me. I didn't have a father support. You know, I didn't have nobody to help me through the boxing career, and I just kind of pushed my way in. And here I am, and I'm excited.
Man, I started very long time ago. Just started off doing karate, jeet kune do, until like I got into like high yellow belt, and then we moved from Brooklyn to Jacksonville. Started boxing when I was like 13, but we started off in the projects fighting on cardboard boxes using the gloves we got from karate school. So it was crazy, but yeah, I've been fighting for my whole life. Has been fighting. It's my passion, you know. So yeah, turned pro. Now I'm in.
Alright. First of all, I never thought I was going to box. So I started late. I was kind of crazy, you know, when I was at school. Every day fighting with everybody. So one day my first trainer see me fighting. Maelo Santana from Canoa, he told me, you gotta go to the gym because you fight too much. And I was like, hell no. Hell no. But one day, one of my brothers told me, hey, you can go and fight and lift everything over there. Let's go over there today. And I went over there and I stayed. And that first year, I made the national team in Puerto Rico. So I was in the national team from Puerto Rico since 2009, 2012. and that's it. You know, I got a few fights in amateur, but let's see what happens this fight.
Just for you guys. Go ahead and say something to the fans.
Photo shoot.
Look at me, look at me. I'm a boss like my nigga Rob. Shorty at me for a check. I told that bitch like.
Let's hear a round of applause. Let's get loud in the building for our main event of the night for a world title. Danny Pastrana and Robert the Beast Terrell.
We in the building. Y'all like not. You showing the play when you gon' ball or not. Bitch, I'm a boss. Bitch, I'm a boss. I play the shots. I call the calls. We in this bitch. It's going down. Yeah, we get it with my motherfucking crowd. Bitch, I'm a boss.
We got World Championship boxing in Orlando.
I'm a boss. Bitch, I'm a boss. I'm a boss. Bitch, I'm a boss. I'm a boss. Bitch, I'm a boss. I'm a boss. I play the shots. I call the calls. Yeah. Hey.
That's what we shit, they thought I had a lazy eye. Shorty roll me smooth as my Mercedes ride. No love, cry when only babies die. And when I go, that casket better cost $100,000. I pray to God I look my killer in his eyes. Snitch his soul out his shirt, that's what it hurt. That's what it crowd, boy. She is one who's standing on his own feet. A boss is one who guarantees we gon' meet. Fuck a blog dog, cause one day we gon' meet. I'ma spaz on your ass like I'm on me. Or double stack, better nigga, double stack. Jerry Jones money, nigga, you a running back. Herschel Walker.
Let's give it up, let's give it up, let's give it up for our fighters. November 16th, UCF Arena. The homecoming